So we've had over 150 hectares involved in this fire here in Dunwich. Crews are currently damping down, containing the fire fronts to the best of their ability. We have a really clear tactical plan in place using assets nationally and locally. For the first 24 hours of this incident, it was mainly Suffolk Fire service involved. The crews needed to rotate, needed to rest. So an established practice in the UK fire sector is calling on national resilience to bring in assets. We've passed colleagues from London and other areas of the country. We're really grateful for that support here in Dunwich. So we've got a water carrier in the background there, and there's shuttling water to different sites to help dampen down and try and stop reignition. As the wind speed is picking up due to the warmer weather, their hotspots are popping up, there's small reignitions, they're dealing with those. In different areas they are now. We're almost in the centre. It started some way back over my shoulder there in the left, and the fire front across 210 football pitches of scale, you can see the aftermath of that and the devastation it causes. So early on, the risk of what was involved was identified. There were some caravan parks, some properties, residential land, holiday lets. They were the primary focus to stop that fire spread to it. We had good support from aerial assets, our own 4x4 vehicles, and indeed Sizewell supporting with some heavy machinery, bulldozers to create fire breaks. So that was our primary aim, to stop that fire spread, prevent it reaching property. Pleased to say no persons have been injured at all in this incident and minimal damage to property. So we'll carry on for the next few days, damping down, making sure it does not reignite and doesn't spread any further. The reassurance I'd like to give to all the residents in this area is that we will be here as long as it takes. We're anticipating being here over the weekend, and that will involve a number of assets throughout. Just to reassure them, we're doing everything we can. There's a number of people that have been displaced, whether that's from holiday lets or residential property, and our plans are underway to repatriate them when it's safe to do so. There's very limited access and egress from this site, so we're doing everything we can to put those plans in place. But a reminder for anyone watching this, that wildfire is a real risk. The drought conditions we're seeing here in Suffolk and across the country are some of the worst on record. Wildfire is a clear and present risk, and people can still come to the coast and enjoy it, but we really do ask, be cognizant of that wildfire risk. Yeah, it's still a dynamic and evolving incident. We'd ask people to stay away from the area to let us do our job safely and keep them out of harm's way. So please do avoid the area. We will be here with heavy machinery moving around on scene for a number of days yet.
Okay, so at the moment we're near Coast Guard cottages. This is where some of the people who work stay, but it's also got the visitor centre over on my right. Thankfully, early on, we managed to get really stuck in with fire breaks and save this area. There were periods where it was inaccessible for us because of the smoke plume and the wind direction. So there was a risk, there was a true risk of losing these properties, but we did work hard and we did get through it. Behind me used to be a beautiful landscape full of ferns, gorse, and heather is a site of special scientific interest, and it is now absolutely devastated. Yeah, so judging it by the map and aerial images that we've had, we are looking at around 150 hectares of damage. Obviously the fire is still ongoing, we have slowed it massively, but there are areas still burning, and there's going to be a small amount lost. So yesterday I really got involved as Wildfire Attack Advisor. We started really formulating our long-term plan, and part of my role is to be able to get hold of those assets. So we managed to get hold of a helicopter from Bedford area, specially trained in aerial drops. He's going to be returning in the next hour to do a few more areas that are inaccessible for our vehicles. So it's not, which are inaccessible to our vehicles, so an aerial drop is the safest way for our crews and the quickest way to hopefully bring this to a conclusion. Yeah, so it holds about 1,000 litres in each drop. Yesterday he did dozens and dozens of drops, hopefully not so many today, but we'll judge that as it comes, and the wind is due to change direction around 3 or 4 o'clock, and that's what we're trying to get ahead of. Yeah, so you might have seen videos online already of how he's been working. It tends to be a control line that he will drop. He won't hover above because then you're creating downdraft and could expedite the burn. So he flies through, releasing the water and putting in a control line across an area. We've had a lot of help from local farmers and Sizewell, who have brought in bulldozers, expertise and specialist equipment to really help put these breaks in. Some of these breaks we're having to put in are up to 10 metres wide to make sure that the fire does not jump across it. Yeah, so our crews have been tested, especially early doors when we're working into the overnight and into the evening. That obviously complicates things. Evening does tend to quell the fire slightly because of moisture in the air, but the wind being coastal and everything like that really has made the crews work exceptionally hard, and that's why we've had to bring in national assets because our crews are tired. Okay, so the main area of activity is over my right-hand side in a sector that we've called the Coast Guard sector. There, the terrain is very different to the rest of this area. We have lots of valleys and dips and rises, so it's inaccessible even to our 4x4 equipment and the national assets that have arrived. It's just totally inaccessible. So that's why we're continuing to ask the public to stay away. We're still working extremely hard with both the firefighting materials that we have here currently, the helicopter that is inbound, but also the bulldozers and heavy machinery that are helping to put brakes into this area. The fire helicopter will suppress, which gives us that moment of opportunity to get in there. So it will put out some of the fires, but it's more to knock down and slow down, and then we will get involved with our crews to do the handwork, as it were. Yes, so we have, obviously the 4x4 vehicles will get you closer than our fire engines, so they will get there on foot and use either beaters or chromes, water backpacks, or if our hose can be extended enough, then we'll get it into there using that water delivery system as well. So I think the true active fire fronts I hope to get on top of today, but as for a presence of the fire service here, you're multiple days, at least 72 hours into Monday is what we're currently planning for, but depending on weather conditions and everything like that, then that can change. Yeah, so that will happen for some time. Hotspots will be maintained, and that's why the presence will be for a long time. They can pop up in unexpected areas, rabbit holes can help travel the heat, but also just hidden sources can suddenly make it erupt again.
Can we move on, please?
Is there any?
I didn't need to read that because I could tell. Yeah, I could tell.
You know what? The other engine now, I need to take a and it does, it just keeps something in your eyes. I know.
Yeah. And great continuity. And that's, we've got two to put in Alex's sector and one is real wounds.
Yeah.
Right, so we can establish. I work in all of that.
I think we'll go down around the university, it's turning on the great big cheesy grin.
I can't help but smile when I know someone's. Thank you.
So
Doing?
we're going to
Morning,
take you
afternoon.
guys up to some footage.
Okay.
We'll do a little bit of footage around here, and then Alex is going to take us up to somewhere, isn't he?
Perfect, he is, yeah, he's here, so he said he's going to take you somewhere where you can get a bit more of a look as well, and he's happy to talk us over.